Make a reaction video. Search this up. Sorry guys for the ads. It's absolutely annoying and ruining this video. I can't really see it properly, sorry, because I'm recording on my phone. Find your step and realize that incremental has become monumental. Do yesterday with Garmin. Fortnite is hiding insane secrets on the Simpsons. Let's see what Fortnite's hiding then, shall we?
Like if you head to the Simpsons house in Evergreen Terrace, you'll find a hidden Easter egg that took fans days to notice. All you gotta do is look up. Yes, on the ceiling you'll find footprints, and anyone who's watched the Simpsons movie will know exactly who these belong to. Spider Pig, Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. If you decide to check out Millhouse's place instead, head into the back.
It is absolutely insane, guys.
On the wall, there's a family photo of Millhouse with his parents. But if you look closely, you'll notice his dad has been torn out of the picture and then taped back on again.
Wonder why.
The fact that his parents were divorced for 11 years in the show and got back together in 2007.
Oh, if you're wondering what I'm saying, why? Because I never watched the Simpsons before. But I do love the new Simpsons season. Comment down below what you think about it.
This is the Lazy Man toilet seat, invented by Homer himself. But now, with the Lazy Man reclining toilet chair, you can just lean back and let it rip. And the golden style of his glider is a double reference to when he got rich and turned gold. Over at the comic book store, this place is a treasure trove of details, but my personal favorite is known as Cloud.
This is absolutely mad.
Look at it and realize it's a parody of the Watchmen. Fun fact of Watchmen, Alan Moore also made V for Vendetta, and when he got a cameo on The Simpsons, Millhouse asked him to sign a copy of Watchmen Babies and V for Vacation, which you can also find in this comic book store. You have to appreciate how much detail went into a season that only lasts 4 weeks. So like on Flanders Rap. Nobody ever pays attention to raps, and that's why it's easy to miss that it looks like a heavenly version of Flanders normally, until you shoot the gun and it switches to Devil Flanders. But in reality, all you'll be called when you talk to Homer is Stupid Flanders. And that's not the only secret voice lines you'll get from him either. He is a real voice actor and delivers hilarious lines, like... And... If you've been trying to grind XP this season, the Lost and Found quests are a great way to do it. These are random items from the show hidden all over the map, and one of them is at the tire fire, letting you discover a detergent box with Homer's face on it. This is taken from the classic episode of the show where Homer's doppelganger is a Japanese mascot. Why am I on a Japanese box? Another lost and found item is
Oh yeah, he is on a Japanese box. Okay, translate what that used to say, what that used to said. If you're Japanese and watching this, thank you.
What does that mean? Well, it's all because Marge just loves potatoes for whatever reason.
Mom, you're always trying to give me potatoes. What is it with you? I just think they're neat.
A detail anyone can appreciate is related to the brand new glass feature. Pretty easy to smash through windows, but the last thing people expected was for music to shatter everything in the area. You'll also find a touching tribute to Simpsons history in the comic book store. Over on the shelf, there's a large box of Bongo Comics, and this was a real-life company created by Matt Groening that created tons of comics for The Simpsons, Futurama, and SpongeBob. Sadly, it did shut down in 2018, but their influence lives on in Fortnite even if you didn't notice it. Barely anyone spotted what happens if you wear Bart's skateboard. It works great as a backbling, but what happens when you decide to ride it for a Z-mode? Yes, he takes it straight off his back. But what's crazy is this won't work if you have the Incinerator style because it's not the same skateboard. And did you know Football Manager 2026 Mobile has officially released? You can play it through Netflix Games, who partner with us on this video. If you're a football fan, you'll know this.
Get that sponsor.
And making it work. So it's sold as a Whiplash skin, but it's a family sedan, so it wouldn't make
I
sense to have empty
hate
seats.
sponsors.
So Epic filled the back of the car with a ton of groceries and junk from the show just to make it realistic.
I'm joking. If you want to sponsor me, anyone can.
Which reminds me of when Homer did this.
Come on, you can sponsor me. I told you, Cassie Homer. I knew it.
He was dressed as Krusty the Clown there. Well, they have way more in common than just appearances. In the lobby, Homer's idle animation shows him scratching his, well, if you find
You
Krusty
know
on
what?
the map and just watch him from afar, he does the same thing, and there's literally dedicated sound effects for it. Well, what does Krusty do in the lobby? It's actually his Hey Hey stance from the Krusty Show on TV, and when he came to the item shop, Fortnite themselves joked if Krusty shows up, ratings go down. Speaking of Krusty, get close to his boss, and you'll actually hear him speak.
Give me $1,000 to say I was taken out by an overclocked pulse rifle. Why are you running away? That was my best material. Okay, I'm firing my riders.
The same is true for Marge, who has some pretty hilarious lines most players don't listen to.
Whoever's there, I have a broom, and I'm not afraid to sweep it in a scary way.
But look closely on Flanders' pickaxe, and you'll see a tag claiming it's the property of Homer. It's a running joke in the show where Homer always steals Flanders' stuff, and he is perfectly okay with it. Now, this season has a lot of firsts. First cel-shaded map, first mini-season with an entirely different island, but also it gave us the Kaning Kodos glider, which is the first one with a brand new
I wish I had that glider.
So, when you move
Comment down below if you have
you
that
see
glider.
pointing and laughing inside the ship. There are a couple places around the island with arcade machines, and one of them is a game called Half Month. This is a reference to the first ever appearance of Fortnite in The Simpsons, when they created a parody called Half Month, which looked like Save the World, and now, I guess it's officially come full circle. Fortnite are clearly huge fans of the show, like in Marge's Contrail, where you can see TVs fly past your...
Honestly, guys, I think Fortnite needs to stop, like, reposting things but changing the art style. I think they should just make stuff unique, you know? What do you think?
Character. Well, take a look at this in slow motion, and you'll spot the Itchy and Scratchy Show, The Simpsons intro, and my personal favorite, the Gracie Films outro. You know, this one.
I might think for that. I might look for that one, you know? I don't look like the control.
When you swing this, anything you hit will produce the nuclear radiation symbol because you're literally hitting it with a uranium rod. The next time you find Evil Homer walking around on the map, pay close attention because there's a subtle difference that no one's talking about. When he's dancing, you can see Homer holding a pair of maracas, which is accurate to the show. But do this yourself as an emote, and you'll actually be holding a pair of donuts on forks instead. Fans haven't noticed this at all because as soon as you get too close, he just fights you. The reason Epic did this is because they don't want people pretending to be the evil Homer boss, so they added this subtle difference. Now you know, and you can't get fooled. Also, if you're looking at the power plan and wish you could get a job there, think again. It means you'll officially be working for Mr. Burns, and if you watch the show, you'll know to avoid them. I can't see why you get fooled though, considering he's the employer of the month. I would much rather work for Comic Book Guy. After all, he even made his own superhero in one of the show's episodes called Everyman. And as you'd expect, you can find this comic in his store left here.
Really?
That's
Really shocking.
Also paying tribute to their own history, like when you head to this racetrack near Corruption Corners. You can find
Love them race cars, man.
ready to race. And if you've been around
Ready
since
to
Chapter 2, you might
race?
remember this used to be a classic Easter egg, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's in Springfield.
Okay, you guys remember that? Ah! Sorry, guys.
It looks real.
Hold on.
If you've really been exploring, you might have found this huge mansion just outside of Evergreen Terrace. It's got a fully decorated interior that looks fit for a movie star. And one of the rooms is even full of Slurp. Seems like Homer's dream house, and that's because it actually is. In one of the show's episodes, he joins an evil company named Globex, and they give him everything he could ever dream of. Just at the end of the day, all he really wants are donuts, and his backplate makes sure of that. Of course, it's exactly what you'd
I'm
expect it
making
to
a
be, but
face.
did you know that every Elam actually takes a bite out of it? The same happens for his contrail, which gets more and more bites as you glide down. Literally everything on the map feels like a hidden detail, even if you had no idea it existed. But usually, if we saw these storage lockers on a regular Fortnite map, we'd assume it was just some kind of filler POI. But in Springfield, even these are taken from the show and are inspired by Broken Dreams lockers where Sideshow Bob used to live. Well, it's obvious what the Jebediah bus pickaxe is meant to be referencing. People were so focused on his head, they didn't look at the bottom of the pole. Here, you can spot a bear,
I did not
proving that
see it.
even
I've never
pickaxe
seen
lore,
that.
he is always a dead bear. There's so so many characters hiding in the map that players have no idea about. I mean, just head to any Quickie Mart on the island, and you can spot a kiosk selling prepaid phone cards. Now,
Mate,
look
no,
really
there's not.
closely, and
I
you'll see
don't
that one of them
believe it.
belongs to Bumblebee Man, who is apparently the face of Muy Bueno Telephone now. They also took Marge's pickaxe from a super niche place, the Simpsons Konami arcade game. In 1991, you can fight people with a red and white vacuum cleaner, and that's exactly what will happen to you if you annoy your NPC. Not everything can be taken straight from the show.
I know this
Photo
one.
of a dude with a ton of snooker balls in his mouth. It's a joke at Duff kind of having your own
It's
Guinness
Duff
World Record
from the
program.
show.
But when you look at the episode this happened, that's a
Think
completely
of-
different person. I'm not gonna get into it, but the guy the Simpsons character is based off would not be allowed to
Oh,
Fortnite, so
wrong
they just drew a
thing.
totally different version for the game.
Forgot.
Now, you may have gone up to Cletus's farm and seen
I forgot. I haven't watched this.
They're
What am I saying?
skeleton cows. Well, it may seem
You know what?
confusing,
What?
but it
I've
looks
always
like
been
they're
wondering where are these
set
come
up by
from?
King and Kodos. After all, aliens love abducting cows, so it adds up. And if you come in swinging with Bart's pickaxe, fans of the show will notice exactly where it's from. This is usually seen on Bart's bedside table. Well, look closely, and you'll actually notice his one is usually digital. That's because this exact model is actually taken from a cutaway scene where Krusty reviews his product standards.
Ow! Oops, I should have warned you. That clock gets incredibly hot if you leave it plugged in.
And that's not the only Krusty product you can take with you, because his own backbling is Mr. Teeny. Sure, he's a real monkey in the show, but in Fortnite he's a stuffed plushie. And this isn't just Epic's way of making him a backbling in the game, because it's actually a toy from real life. Now, if you're fighting the Doberman enemies, you'll know they're pretty easy to take out. Whether someone has released the hounds on you, or you're trying to claim the KBBL keycard, listen closely, and you'll hear those usual henchman lines are now them barking.
Yeah, but now,
A bunch of people missed out on. Right at the start of the season, you can watch any Fortnite streamer on Twitch to bag yourself the Simpsons intro rap. Obviously, it's based on the show's opening, but the coolest part is the reactivity. Not like most raps that react to shooting, it'll just stay as the default clouds, but instead, you'll need to get an elim for this one to pop, making the Simpsons logo appear. Another detail that's getting overlooked this season is an item we're all too familiar with.
Ranger.
Every other season, the bush bomb gets vaulted, but for the first time in a while, it's actually worth using. You see, it doesn't
It actually
have
is.
the usual ones. Epic actually remembered to change them, and now it deploys the tomb bushes right off the map. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
Alright, as well. See you later, guys. Remember, you are awesome.